Hello and welcome back to DFMTV. My name is Dan, and today we're going to be talking about your Firestick. Is it running slow or is it running to its full potential? Because if it's running slow, I'm going to show you a couple of things in this video that are going to make your Firestick run a lot faster. So I'm going to jump right into it.
Welcome to DFMTV. May the force be with your stream.
Once you're on your Firestick, your first thing you're going to notice is the interface may have changed, or mine may look different than yours. You might have an older Firestick. The Firestick I'm working with right now is a Firestick 4K Max 2nd generation, and the last update that I got for it changed the interface, the whole look. So it doesn't matter if you have the old version or the new version. The things that we're going to be doing on this video applies to all Firesticks and all Fire TVs. All you have to do is get to settings. On the old versions, you go down to your apps and you go all the way to the right and you're going to see a little gear. You're going to click on that to go to settings. On this new interface, all you have to do is either work your way to those three lines on the upper left hand side or use the shortcut by clicking the button with the three lines on your remote control, and it brings up the settings just as such. Now we're going to go down to settings right here. Let's click on that. First thing you want to go into is the one that says preferences. So let's work our way down to preferences, and then let's go down to privacy settings. Click on privacy settings and click on manage sharing from apps, and then click on the share app viewing and contact info. Click on that, and let's go ahead and turn that off. Click on that, turn it off. Then you're going to hit the back button one time, and you're going to go down to device usage data, and you're going to turn that off. Then you're going to go down to collect app usage data, and you're going to turn that off. And then you're going to go to interest based ads, click on that and turn that off. Now I'm not explaining each one as we're turning it off, we're just getting rid of them. If you want a more detailed explanation, you can always read the description on the right, but note that these are things that 99.9% of Firestick users do not use, and you don't want to be sharing information with Amazon anyway, because all they're going to do is throw more ads your way and stuff that you may not even want. So I say, turn all that off. Last thing here on this screen is Amazon photos. Click on that. If you're not using your Firestick to show your Amazon photos, go ahead and disable it. You don't need to have that on. Okay, so now that that's all of those are off, let's go ahead and hit the back button one time, and let's go to data usage monitoring. Click on that, and you want to click on it again, and you want to turn that off. Let's go hit the back button again, and let's go to notification settings. I usually like turning do not interrupt on. I usually like, go ahead and go out there, close the door. Okay.
I can't go out there, but I can close it. Almost done. Oh, thank you, baby. Okay. Talk to you in a minute.
I usually like turning do not interrupt on, and the reason why is because I don't want to get notifications every time an app needs an update or anything, because when you go into the application itself, you can just update it. Otherwise, you might be getting notifications on applications that you may not be using, and then you're running updates on those notifications, because most of us just update whatever pops up, and now you're taking more storage from your Firestick on an app that you don't even use. So I like to turn that on so it doesn't bother me with it. After you do that, you're going to hit the back button, and then you're going to go to featured content. This one is very important. Go ahead and click on it. You need to turn both of these off. Okay, this is the advertisements that happen in the home screen, that you just highlight something that they're advertising, and then you get a video and audio with it. That's something you want to turn off, because that's eating a lot of your bandwidth on advertisements that you may not even bother looking at. So you want to turn that off and turn that one off. Hit the back button, and then on this screen you're good to go. Let's hit the back button again. Now you're still over preferences, so now we're going to go to the one that says applications. Click on applications. Now a couple of things here I want you to focus before we go into manage install applications. Number one is, does your Firestick have clear all application caches? Because if it does, click on it. Okay, click on it right now. If it doesn't, don't worry, we're still going to clear the cache. But if you do have it, clear all application caches, click on that. That helps clean up all the cache out of all the application and shows you how much cache you're freeing up. In my case, it's 63.37. So I'm going to go ahead and click on confirm. All that cache is cleared. Next thing is the auto offload. This is just going to eliminate applications that you haven't used in a while. I know it sounds appealing, but there might be an application that you just want to have on there and you want to use every once in a blue moon, you don't want Amazon or the Fire Stick to get rid of the application simply because you haven't used it in the time frame that they give you. So I like to turn that off. Let's turn that off. Now that you did that, good thing for maintenance to speed up your Fire Stick is also to click on Manage Install Applications. When you click on that, you want to go down through every application like Alexa Smart Home, and you want to click on Force Stop. We obviously don't have to clear the cache because we clear all the cache earlier, although it says cache there. So let me clear the cache there, see what happens. That's weird. It should have cleared the cache earlier, but here we go. Amazon doesn't always work perfect. So it's a good thing to look at it. If it still has cache, clear it. Do not clear the data on anything, guys. That just deletes all your credentials and everything out of it. There's no need for you to do that. Just force stop and clear cache is all you need. Let's hit the back button, go to the next application. So I guess what I'm seeing here being the 16.38 is the minimum cache that a lot of these applications need just to open up fast enough. So I'm correcting the first remark about clearing the cache. You see how it went back up to 16.38? That just means that that's the minimum amount of cache that's required for each application, so you can click on it. There's not a loading stage where it takes a while for the application to open up. With that amount of cache already available, as soon as you click on the application, it opens right up. So we want to leave that alone. You can't really do anything about it. If you clear it, it comes back anyhow. So just going down the applications, the main thing you need to do is force stop. Hit the back button to the next application, force stop. You don't see anything happening, but in the background, it is closing that application. So back button, go to the next one. Again, force stop. And you repeat that going down the entire list of applications that you have. Just force stop, force stop, force stop. Again, if you don't have this clear all application cache as an option on your Fire Stick, you must do it individually on every application by clicking it, clicking a force stop, and then clicking on clear cache, hit the back button, move on to the next one. Okay, now that that's done, let's move on to the last thing that you need to do to optimize your Fire Stick, which will be to hit the back button all the way to your over applications. Now we're going to work our way to My Fire TV. Click on My Fire TV and you want to click on About. And this part is very important. You want to make sure that your Fire Stick is completely up to date. So you want to go down and click on Check for Updates. And if there is an update available, it'll start loading up an update. And you're going to stay here. And then when that update loads, it'll give you the option to install update. And you may have to repeat this process several times depending on how behind you are on updates. The goal is for you to be able to click on check for updates, and then you get this right here that says your Fire TV is up to date. Once you got your Fire TV is up to date, you're absolutely done 100%. You can hit the home button and note that your Fire Stick is going to run a lot smoother and a lot faster. Until the next time, happy streaming.